My name is Mandla Kaise. I'm the CEO and President of New World Education, which is an education consulting concern that I created about 25 years ago to facilitate student empowerment, college access, and retention with students of color, more particularly students who are facing any kinds of disadvantage. I joke with students all the time. I tell them science is life, math is life. I think part of the reason why I got interested in the sciences myself is because just walking down the street, to me it's just like math. There's shapes and there's quantities and there's processes going on just as you're walking down the street. I think science really helps people to understand themselves better, understand the world around them better, having quantitative reasoning and being able to interpret the world in quantitative terms. It's just a powerful skill and tool to have in our tool chest. So I encourage all of my students to pursue the STEM fields.
My name is Brendan Barrios. I'm an electrical engineering major, and I did summer research at Cal State Fullerton.
Hi, my name is Milagros Crisp. I go by Millie. I'm a math major. I did research at UCI. One of the best highlights of that research was that I got to see embryos develop outside of a womb.
My name is Evan Camarillo. I'm a biology major. This summer I did the STARS program at UC San Diego. I would say some of the best highlights over the summer and highlights for this opportunity overall were to meet other like-minded students, meeting people that want to go in the same direction as you, people that are goal-oriented, people that overall have the same interests as you. Really benefited me in the sense that I was able to get their perspective on things and I was able to learn a lot of things.
I'm Grace Lewis. I went to Cal Poly Pomona, and that was for the UAV lab, so Aerospace Engineering Department. And the main highlights was definitely staying until 9 or 10 p.m. at night just to get code working, and then getting up at 6:30 to do flight testing to make sure that all of that was working, and just cheering when all of it worked and maybe our simulations didn't crash for once, and just screaming and crying and hugging everyone in the lab. It was great.
I think the other thing about it is that I think in our communities we have young people that have incredible untapped potential. And so the most rewarding part of the work of advocating for students is I think a quality that I've gained of being able to see potential in people that a lot of times they don't see in themselves, and helping them to kind of realize that and unleash it for themselves is really exciting. To just look at some of my former students' journeys, where they've come from and what they're doing now, just an incredible thing to be a part of. So yeah, it means everything to me.
I feel like this summer research experience has opened up several opportunities for myself. I think one of the biggest barriers in applying to these types of programs is just having the confidence in yourself, knowing that you have the ability to do that, and all the skills that I think I've developed qualify me for going to another university on the East Coast, pretty much anywhere in the US. I feel like I'm able to apply and go through with another program somewhere else, somewhere away from home, somewhere where things might be a little tougher, so I can challenge myself a little bit more and ultimately develop some more skills.
I learned a lot. I did some research that was very applicable to a lot of different technical and electrical, even medical fields, which is really awesome. And my project manager pushed me to apply to IEEE over at Cal Poly Pomona.
So immediately after summer research, I got a job at a flight simulation center. It was directly from research. It was learning everything I could about planes, everything I could about coding, simulation, all of that. And it led to a real job. And that's really amazing. I also ended up becoming friends with my team lead, and she brought me out flying. So I'm getting my private pilot's license soon and a UAV license, and it's going to be so cool. I'm so excited.
I didn't anticipate some of the challenges that I had. I did very well in high school, but a lot of them were outside of the classroom. And, they were personal and social, and lack of discipline and those types of things. So seeing students who have similar backgrounds to my own really inspires me to continue to do the work that I do. I didn't see myself becoming an educator at all. I mean, engineering, economics, it really doesn't add up a whole lot, even urban planning, but that experience of creating a program to retain other students kind of moved me in that direction, and it became my life. I found out that I was really good at it. I was able to develop some tools and methods for students that they've responded to. I've been able to help a lot of students, so it's something I feel very passionate about.
Before I did USIVR, I found out that the U of A has a summer research at the biosphere. I was too intimidating to apply for that, but because I kind of already got accepted to summer research, I feel more motivated to go for that.
I do plan on applying for research opportunities. I want to apply to Northrop Grumman, Boeing, Lockheed Martin, a lot of the aerospace industries. They tend to really like electrical engineering majors.
I personally plan on applying to several summer research opportunities. I want to apply to Boston University. There's a biomedical program there that I feel like will give me a lot of opportunities to either get blood or kidney, lung, heart research. I want to go into cardiology, so I feel like that's something that's going to give me an opportunity to expand my knowledge in that. There's a program at Johns Hopkins. It's relatively similar. It's a little more intense to get into the program, but I feel like I'm still capable of applying there. I plan on reapplying to the UCSD STARS program. Amazing program. I feel like everything that I learned throughout the summer was beneficial to myself as a student and my overall knowledge of where I want to take my education.
I am applying everywhere to anything. All of these opportunities allow you to grow. All of it just advances everything, and you learn so much. And despite applying to Pomona as well and trying to continue my own research, I am open to everything, apply to everything.
I'm not a product of the community college system, but I am a first generation college student from a single parent household. I do share some similarities and some experiences with community college students because I was actually dismissed from the university in my junior year at UCLA, and I came back 4 years later to complete my studies. So I was an older student with a full-time job, and so I can relate to a lot of the experiences of community college students in that way.
I got rejected from everything. My first semester, even the second semester in STEM, I applied to scholarships, I applied to research, I applied to everything, and I got rejected from everything. And eventually my third semester, after doing family group leaders kind of positions and trying to grow, being a lot less nervous, dealing with social anxiety and all of that stuff, and I went out there and I finally got something. I got 2 things. I went to NASA, I went to Cal Poly Pomona. This is just a dream. It's amazing.
So some advice I would have for some STEM scholars, if you don't feel very confident, is put like your future into perspective. I feel like during the summer you're probably going to be working. You might be taking summer classes, and even when you're at one of these research opportunities, I feel as though you're able to do some online classes on the side of the research that you're doing. And I just think if you want some change in your life, if you want to develop knowledge in a field that is interesting to you, that the opportunity will be 100% worth it.
I highly recommend to apply to USIVR. It's only a 1-week research opportunity, and it is kind of easy to apply to, and it does make a difference to want to motivate you to apply to other summer research opportunities.
The first time that I applied for summer research, I didn't get accepted, and I even waited a year to apply to Cal State Fullerton URE. So don't be discouraged if you don't make it the first time, because that's normal, and a lot of the times they want to see you with more of a track record.
I'm in an audience that to me is kind of an ideal audience. I talk to students about growth, and learning, and how growth and learning are connected. And I describe the process of growth as just that, as a process, as something that you engage in intentionally and that you can engage in systematically. And you don't have to grow and get better by accident. You can grow and get better on purpose. And so I'd like folks to take away how consistent their own growth is with the fields that they're studying. That just as in physics, just as in math and the medical sciences, just as you have to be sort of deliberate and organized and disciplined in your approach, it's the same way with growing as a person. And if they take what they're learning in their STEM fields and they apply that just to the development of themselves, then they'll have amazing results. So I'd like them to just kind of take away the science of growing and empowering them.